Morning, Tony.
Hi.
Cup of coffee?
No, I don't, but I need to talk to you, okay?
Something wrong?
Well, it's certainly not right, that's for sure.
It's not the baby, is it?
No, the baby's fine.
Well, go ahead, talk to me. What's the matter?
All right. Last night, Frisco had a confrontation with Duke Lavery. And Duke told him that he has found the man that embezzled the money and framed Felicia with the fur coat.
Well, that's great. It means Felicia's in the clear.
But why didn't he tell us sooner? Jake, he must have suspected somebody else, or he wouldn't have launched an investigation on his own.
Well, it's better late than never, Tony.
It is not. It is better that Frisco didn't get beat up in jail, that he and Felicia didn't get put in the first place. It's better that he didn't lose his career as a police officer.
Tony, who is this guy that Duke found?
I have no idea. Duke wouldn't give any more information.
I wonder why the police didn't call me. On a nose, I'm representing Felicia in Frisco.
Anna's not to blame. He hasn't even turned the man in yet.
What the hell is he waiting for?
I don't know. It's a very good question.
It's one I'm prepared to answer, gentlemen. Where would you like me to start?
All right. Is it true you found the guy that stole your money?
Yes. His name is Marco Dean. He was an employee of mine down at the club.
I'd like to talk to him.
I'd like to strangle him.
Well, he's in my office now. As a matter of fact, Jake, he would like to have a word with you. He needs some legal advice before he turns himself in.
Let's go.
I'm going too.
I don't think that's necessary, Tony.
Listen, Frisco is my brother. And what this man did affected our family. So I want to hear what the hell he has to say for himself, all right?
I think we should let Tony come, Jake. I think you have a right to meet the man who framed your brother's wife.
Let's go.
Well, what happened? I thought this guy's supposed to be here for questions.
Something must have gone wrong, Ames. Would you know anything of this?
No, I thought Marco would be here by now.
Now, wait a minute. You expected a man to voluntarily turn himself in for a crime that's going to send him to prison?
I'll get it.
Gentlemen, Marco Dean.
Tony, what you doing? Tony, come on, knock it off. Tony, you either cool down or you get the hell out.
I think we can continue, Marco. Why don't you tell us exactly what happened?
Well, I guess you could say I had my eye on Felicia for a long time.
She's married.
Tony.
Go on, Marco.
Her husband's got nothing to worry about. The lady wasn't interested. She had nothing but contempt for me. I got angry. That's when I decided I'd get even with her.
And that's why you did all this, because
Tony,
she wasn't
let
interested
the man
in
talk.
you. This man's sick.
Marco, why don't you finish your story?
I stole a fur coat out of the storage room and had it delivered to Felicia in Frisco's apartment. Then I stole the money out of the deposit envelope before it was delivered to the bank. I knew everybody would think that Felicia had taken the money in the fur.
Why didn't you come forward sooner?
Marco didn't come forward on his own.
Duke conducted his own investigation when this whole thing started.
Why didn't you tell the police that you suspected another man?
Anna Devane was aware. She wanted me to cooperate, but I couldn't until I knew all of the facts. I only found out the truth about Marco yesterday.
A little too late, wouldn't you say?
Maybe we should be grateful that he found out the truth at all.
You know, I don't really care as long as this man's story holds up in court, and I want the charges dropped against my brother and his wife.
That is what we all want, Tony.
And maybe Frisco will be reinstated as a policeman.
I understand you're looking for a lawyer.
Yeah, I need one.
Well, I won't represent you, but you might call Brett Madison. He's good.
I'll call him.
And do me a favor, ask him to come over as soon as he can. I want to bring Marco over to Anna for questions. His lawyer should be present.
Jake, why are you helping this creep get a lawyer?
Tony, the man confessed. He's entitled to the same rights as anyone else.
Well, I hope Brett has the time to handle this case.
Yeah, especially with the Donnelly hearing coming up. He's representing the Quartermain family.
Yes, Captain. No problem at all. Well, no progress.
I know how difficult this is for you, Marco, but please remember there will be another $50,000 waiting for you when you come out of prison.
By that time, I'll be too old to enjoy it. All right, Captain. I'll be leaving here in just a few minutes with Mr. Dean. Please have a stenographer standing by. Yes, thank you very much. Well, Marco, there's no turning back now. You going to be with me when I give my statement to the police?
The whole time? You're not getting cold feet, are you?
No, of course not.
Good. Let's get this over with, shall we?
Brett, if you don't mind, perhaps I should come down to the station with you.
Oh, no, there's no reason for that.
Just in case you change your mind, Marco.
Oh, he wouldn't do that, would you, Marco?
No, not with you breathing down my neck, Duke.
Just you remember one thing. I can either be tough or lenient when I press charges against you.
Yeah, I get your message.
And the only important thing is that Felicia is cleared of all false charges.
No, I'm sure we can clean up this whole mess if Marco's just willing to tell his story.
I'll be straight. You've got my word on it.
Well, good. No one knows more than you how much you have to lose otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, shall we? Captain Lewis is waiting.
With a nice, warm, comfortable cell, I'm sure. What is it they say about crime, Marco?
Crime doesn't pay.
Not enough, anyway.
Well, I'm going to go down to the DA's office now and get this thing settled.
What about Rick's bail money?
Well, once the paperwork's been completed, he'll be sent a check.
You wait.
I've got to get back to the club. Frisco, will you be coming by later? We could talk.
Yeah, in a little while, right?
Okay. Felicia, I'm very glad this ordeal is over for you.
Thank you. And thank you for hiring Frisco to sing at your club.
Yeah, it's the least I can do. Excuse me.
I'll see you out. Excuse me. I'm really sorry I ever doubted you. I should have known that you'd keep your promise.
Promise me something else. Come to the club tonight and we can celebrate.
I'll be there.
Okay. Later.
And it's certainly not something that we did intentionally. The entire department regrets what happened.
Do they regret turning on Frisco? All of his cops' friends treat him like he's some kind of criminal.
That will change with time.
All they care about is Frisco giving them a bad name, that's all.
But they'll realize that they are wrong as soon as the charges are examined, and I'm sure that they're going to be reduced.
But not dropped after all. He did break the law.
Only to protect my wife, who was innocent to start with. But then again, that and a nickel will get me back on the police force, right?
Look, Frisco, there's nothing we can do about it. You know that. If we could, we would
Bert,
certainly
just
go in.
forget it, okay? Let's just drop the whole situation. All I can ask is that you get my wife's charges dropped. Let's go.
In a minute, I'd like to talk to Anna.
Why?
Please.
I'll be outside.
Felicia, I am truly sorry. You, Frisco, what happened in the jail.
I know, thanks.
Well, I'll leave you two ladies alone.
Thank you. Come sit down.
I'd like to apologize for Frisco.
You don't have to do that.
He's very hurt. You know how important being a cop is to him.
Yeah, I understand that. And I can see why he's bitter. Do you feel like that?
A little. Whenever I think about it, it makes me really angry. But what makes me even more angry is that it's really hurt Frisco.
I know. It's funny. He's more upset about what it's done to you. I suppose that's being in love.
Why couldn't Duke have found this proof about Marco earlier?
Well, he's been working for weeks to get you cleared. You know that.
Yeah. I suppose better late than never. I felt really uncomfortable around Duke. I think Frisco's right. I'm not going to work for him anymore.
He'll be very disappointed.
Well, I think looking for another job's going to get my mind off of all of this. I just wish it could be back the way it was before. All of us friends. Yeah. I think about it a lot. And that's what I want. Frisco's not ready. He feels very betrayed by this department.
I know. And I'm part of the department. Oh, gosh. Come on.
That's a major problem out of the way. Marco made a full confession this morning.
So I heard. We still don't know if they bought it or not, though, do we?
You know, Damon, your skepticism, as far as I'm concerned, is beginning to get on my nerves.
Well, why don't we just say that I don't place much faith in the face value of anything?
Well, I'm telling you, Felicia will be cleared, thanks to Marco's confession, and that will keep Frisco off our backs. Now, you put any value on that you choose. Hey, Frisco.
Yeah,
Come in.
all right, wasn't open.
No, we were just talking about you.
Well, good things, I hope.
Actually, Damon was inquiring about Marco's confession this morning.
Yeah, how about that guy, huh? Listen, I have to thank you again. I don't know how you did it, but you tripped him up.
I'm glad I was able to help.
It's amazing, isn't it? We have such an efficient police department in Port Charles that we have to rely on citizens to get the bad guys, huh?
Well, union president, club owner, detective. Duke's a regular jack of all trades.
Well, I only hope Marco's confession came in time to help perhaps save your career, Frisco.
Well, it's my career's maybe going back to singing. 'Cause that police department can take their job, shove it.
Those are harsh words from somebody who loved being a cop.
I still do. That's not the point. Police department likes to tie your hands, go by the book. I don't work that way.
You know, that's your decision. There's always a job singing here at the club if you want it.
Yeah, again, I appreciate that. You know, having this job sort of helped me get all of this I'm saying now off my chest at the station today. I sort of burned all my bridges.
I heard about that. You really read off Anna Devane, huh?
Yes, I did. I let her have it.
Well, I hope you weren't too harsh on her. You know, she'd be quite hurt by that.
Well, I just told it like it was. You know, I have no problems with Anna Devane, the woman. It's Anna Devane, the cop, that creates my problems.
Oh, I don't know. Can you decide for me? I need something really wonderful for tonight.
Well, they're both spectacular, but you can't tell on a hanger. Try them on.
No, I don't want to do that because then I'll want them both.
And I won't stop you either. Right this way.
That way?
Yeah, in front of you.
What do you think? I don't know. It's a little subtle, don't you think? I mean, maybe I might overpower this one.
I think it's beautiful.
Well, then it definitely won't do. I need something dazzling for tonight.
Well, what is this? Port Charles Hot Date Night?
What do you mean?
Everyone seems to have something cooking up tonight. Anna Devane just went in there, and, you, of course, and...
Well, Clyde, I don't know. I think maybe this is just maybe a bit too common for me. Then it's perfect for you. I'm not sure that this really is right. It's a bit obvious. You might have better luck pulling it off, Tiffany. Luck has nothing to do with it, Monica.
Ladies, there are plenty of beautiful dresses for us to try on. As a matter of fact, I have this one right here. How's this, Tiff?
Oh, this is much, much better. Do you have this in my size? I doubt it, Tiffany. I think you'll have to go to the big girl shop.
Tiff, I'm sure it will fit you. Please, just right this way, and I guarantee results, okay?
Yeah, she's obviously roped another victim in for tonight.
Well, actually, she said it was someone special.
Well, it's probably Ted Holmes. Heard that she's been seen around town with him lately.
Really? I heard that she was seeing a lot of Sean lately.
Well, maybe lately, but not tonight. No, definitely not.
Oh, good day, Mr. Scorpio.
I know. I've come to use the computer.
I don't know if that's...
It's okay. I've got permission.
Well, all right, then. I'll leave you to it. Happy hunting.
Thank you.
Hey, Sam.
Hi, Frisco.
How you doing?
Listen, congratulations. I'm really glad that things turned out so well for Felicia.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Look, Frisco. Now that we're not going to be seeing each other every day, I might have lost a partner, but I sure hope I haven't lost a friend.
Not a chance. Sam and I are old partners on the force.
Well, force can always use another good officer.
Oh, well, thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye.
What happened?
So I went to Duke's, right, to firm up the singing job. Damon was there. So I start laying my rap out about hating the police department. Damon gives me the line that he heard how I came down on Anna.
Well, how did he know that?
That is the big question.
Interesting. Who else was in the room?
It was me and Felicia and Anna and Bert.
There you go. Anna to Duke, Duke to Damon.
Whoa. Something that tells me that Duke didn't know anything about this. You should have seen the way he reacted.
I'll think about that. Right now we have plans to make.
What's going on with the computer?
I'm doing a check on Marco. Now, I know Felicia's been cleared, but there's something fishy about his story.
Felt the same thing.
Also, I want to poke around in Lavery's life a little bit more. Too many missing pieces.
Right. Well, I'm out tonight, so good luck.
Ah, what, you and the missus?
No, actually, I'm gonna have a night out with the boys and play a little poker, actually.
Don't lose too much.
Not a little nickel and dime game, you know, it gets vicious.
Well, look, while you're out squandering the family fortune, what's your wife up to?
She's having a dinner with a friend of hers named Jade. I guess they'll sit and talk about the men in their life, you know? Exciting. See ya.
Anyway, to cut a long story short, Felicia will probably be cleared.
Was it a frame like that, Bud?
Yeah, I ran a check on this guy, Marco. He's not your run-of-the-mill maitre d'. He used to carry a piece instead of a menu.
Where's he from?
Chicago. He mixed up in a shooting about 2 years ago. Mob lawyer sprung him even though the police had an ironclad case. Then he shows up here.
Oh, yeah, just in time to jump out of the fire and into the frying pan.
Exactly.
You know, old buddy, elements are beginning to fall into place here. Frisco was on to something in his waterfront investigation just about the same time that Felicia was set up, right?
Same time frame, yeah. He thinks it's got something to do with the printout.
Do we know what was on that printout?
Well, something important enough to kill for.
Well, where did Frisco put it?
Back in Lavery's hands, with Lavery's help. Frisco thinks the Duke saved his life for that little gesture.
It could be. Whatever he is, Lavery isn't your run-of-the-mill crook, that's for sure.
Obviously. Everything about that club stinks to high heaven. But Lavery manages to come out of the whole thing smelling like a rose. He saves Frisco's life and uncovers the man who framed Felicia.
Guy's a one-man band.
He thinks he's playing out of tune, though.
I'm tired of being ignored.
We are being interrupted, old buddy, and I'm afraid you're going to have to take a back seat on this one.
Ah, the lascivious Tiffany, of course.
Is he coming over later?
Your presence is being requested. Can you make it?
Well, I'll try, but no guarantees.
Well, play it the way you have to.
Listen, I'll be in touch.
Okay.
There's a month missing out of your life, Mr. Lavery. Let's see if we can find it. Together, with a connection to one tumble drive.
Hey, Robin. What are you doing here this late?
We have been down a very long and twisting road, what with this sad business with Felicia. And I was afraid I was going to lose you.
I know. Frightened me too.
You know, we've turned the corner. And I'd like to offer a toast.
To us.
To you. My Anna. My lady. May she always love me.
Mr. Lavery, this just arrived for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Well, what is it? Are you going to open it?
You decide.
Yeah, open it. I want to know who it's from.
Well, there's no indication. I don't think.
What is it?
It's a symbol. It's a blessing. It's a good blessing.
From whom?
It's from a friend. We've reached a turning point. This is a very, very special night for us, Anna. I have some very urgent words to say to you.
What's urgent?
I have the words of an ardent suitor.
Oh. Well, this isn't really the place to say them, is it? Especially as we have a rather more private room to go to.
Okay.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Hi.
Where have
Glad
you
got my
been?
message. Oh, I was over at Yanks playing a little poker.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying, honey. I was over at Yanks. Brian was there. Rick Weber
I
was there.
happen to know that Zaid was providing a very romantic evening with Yank tonight.
Oh, that got cut short because the boys showed up.
This was supposed to get them back together.
I should have known you had a hand in this, didn't you? Everything went fine. They were getting along great, really.
Oh, that's good. Why did you want to meet here?
Because I want to convince Duke and Damon that I am a cop hater, and I figure hanging around here while I'm not working should do some good.
That scares me. What if it backfires?
Don't worry about it. All the bases are covered. Besides, Robert's in on this, too.
Oh, Anna's not going to like that. Robert doesn't have any jurisdiction in Port Charles.
That's their problem. They can figure it out themselves.
Do you hear yourself?
What?
You say that's your problem. This is Anna we're talking about, our friend.
I understand that. But I can't trust her anymore, Felicia. She's too much in love with Duke.
You and the champagne. The music. I want it so much just to wipe away everything that happened.
But
You can't. I still have all these questions nagging at me.
then you put them out of your mind.
No, I can't. Why did Marco give himself in so easily? I mean, usually suspects go screaming and kicking and... But he just said, here I am. Take me, thank you. Why did he do that, Duke?
Excuse me. Lavery here.
Did you get my little gift?
Yes. Yes, sir, I did. Many, many thanks.
You understand the significance, don't you, lad?
Well, of course I do. I'm a Scotsman.
It is my pledge. A better one you'll find. That ring is my personal guarantee that you'll get out of the organization in 6 weeks, Duke.
I am aware of that, sir. Thank you.
And then you and your lass can get married whenever you want. Or not, if your affections happen to wane, that is.
Oh, there's hardly a chance of that happening, sir.
Oh, fine, fine. Now, you have yourself a good evening, Duke.
I will. Thank you. Good night, sir.
We'll be talking soon. He's a good lad, that one. A bonny good lad. He believes the promise I made to him. It's like old times.
Very nice. Tell me, what were you looking for in the computer?
Bit of this, bit of that.
Oh, that's all. Oh, I believe that. You also have a little swampland you'd like to sell me?
I was, doing a check on Marco, seeing if he was involved in anything else apart from embezzling.
And?
Afraid not. Victim of Felicia's charms, as he said, I'm afraid.
Oh, I can understand that. She's a beauty. But why didn't you wait until tomorrow to check him out? He's not going anyplace.
Well, with Anna spending all of her evenings with Lavery, I mean, what's a guy to do?
Funny, isn't it? How we all do things. I can remember when I used to come here when I had nothing to do, but things change, Robert. I'm breaking away from that habit. Slowly, but surely. I'll see you later.
So long, Bert.
Morning, boss.
Morning, Angel.
You're in a good mood. What's going on?
I received a package last night. One that suddenly made everything look much better.
What kind of a package?
I got this. From Angus Mackay.
He sent you a ring?
It isn't just any ring, Angel. This is Angus's pledge. It's his promise to me I'll be free of the organization by December 1st. And then I can marry Anna.
But, Duke, doesn't that depend on the outcome of Felicia's hearing?
I'm not worried about that, Angel. Marco's already made his confession. Felicia's hearing's merely a formality.
Could we have a few questions?
I see. Yeah. Thank you for the information. Fine. Duke. Angus. I'm sorry the meeting had to be called on such short notice, but in light of recent developments, I think it's important we talk. Until recently, I relied very heavily on second-hand information to keep me informed on the Port Charles operation. I trusted you, all of you, to handle things.
We've done our best, Angus.
I wonder, Damon, if your best is good enough.
Well, I realize we've hit some snags, but there's nothing irreparable.
What about Frisco and Felicia Jones? They could have blown the organization sky high.
Yes, they could have, but they didn't. We've handled them.
Not well, Damon. Not well at all. I don't like the idea of ordering hits, but especially I don't like hits being ordered that fail. Can you tell me they didn't fail, Damon?
No, sir, I can't. But we did get the printout back.
Yes, finally. But only because Duke was able to persuade Frisco it was in his best interest. I think we all owe Duke our thanks for handling the situation with a cool head. And now, hopefully, the episode is over and we can move ahead with our plans. Now, what about Purity Water? Are we set to go with them?
Everything is going according to plan, Mr. Mackay.
Good. And the Fisherman's Village, how's that coming along?
All going very smoothly, sir. I don't foresee any problems.
Good. Now, I want you to continue supervising the operation, Damon. See that nothing comes up to interfere with our plans.
Of course. I would like to know what Duke's position is going to be in all this.
Oh, he'll continue to operate his clubs and control the dock workers' union as president.
Does Duke know this?
He knows what's expected of him. You see, as of December 1st, Duke Lavery will no longer be part of our organization.
December 1st? What's going to happen to the money laundering
You can't be
operation?
serious. Out of the operation?
I'm quite serious. Duke can be trusted.
You don't have to worry about me. I will keep my side of the agreement. You may use my clubs until December the 1st for phase 4 of your operation.
Oh, well, that's very magnanimous of you, Duke, but I'd like to ask one question.
And what would that be, Damon?
You have gone and hired Frisco Jones to be an employee, a singer at your nightclub. Now, what makes you think that he's not going to keep snooping around trying to find out what's going on here?
Frisco has no more love for the police force
He's actually very grateful for the job.
Yes, and I prefer to have him working for Duke, where we can keep an eye on him. Don't you think it wise, Damon?
Well, sure, but how do we know that he's really all that bitter at the police? What if it's just an act?
Well, I've had the same thought, Damon. That's why at this moment we have someone watching Frisco. We'll know soon enough whether it's an act or not.
Another day in the life of Frisco Jones. Closed, huh?
Are you sure you want to do this? I mean, or maybe they'll let you back on the police force now that I've been cleared.
I wouldn't go back if they begged me, honey.
Hey, Frisco, we heard you were down here. What are you doing?
Collecting junk. Junk that I happily turn over to you.
What is this stuff?
It's every stinking lousy piece of police gear I ever owned. It's my gun, it's my holster, it's my nightstick, it's my sweats, my uniform, oh, and my Miranda rights card. I hope I didn't forget anything.
Frisco, why are you doing this? Look, I was just about to make a special appeal on your behalf.
Oh, well, thank you for your sentiment, Captain, but no thanks.
Maybe you should think about this.
Think about what? Huh? The way my fellow officers responded to my plea for help?
Oh, wait. Not everybody thought you were guilty. Vince, Sam, even Eric stood up for you.
Oh, really? A lot of good that did, huh? I was thrown to the wonderful men behind the board and kicked off the force.
Frisco, this goes against everything I know about you, your convictions, your principles. I know you've had a rough time, but that doesn't mean that you take your whole future and throw it away like that.
Oh, really? Where's the rule book on this one? I was just waiting for my wife to be cleared, so she didn't have to go to jail, because we all know how well you protect your prisoners in jail. If she was cleared, she doesn't have to put up with your accusations or your threats anymore. And that means that I'm free to tell you exactly what I think of the Port Charles Police Department. Gentlemen, I think what's in this box, and I think you in this department stink.
Frisco, I won't accept that. Neither will I. You were one of the best students I ever had at the academy. I'm not going to let you throw away all that hard work and all that talent.
Fine. I'll throw it in the dumpster myself where it belongs.
Felicia, try to talk some sense into him.
I don't think I can, Bert. Everything he believed in was wrong. It's all been dirtied. It's been taken away from him.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to make it up to you. Chief, couldn't we use a good secretary down at the precinct? Secretary? Felicia? Sure. I mean, it would help pay the bills, right? And look, maybe if you worked with us every day, you'd see that we're not so bad. Might change your mind, just like everybody else.
Thank you, Captain Lewis, but I could never do that to Frisco.
Do what to Frisco?
I'd be betraying him working for you, Bert. You don't know what he gave up today, do you? Neither one of you do. Frisco works harder than any other cop because he cares about people and he cares about justice. And you know what? For the very first time in his life, he was feeling really good because he was helping innocent people. And how does he get rewarded for all of that? For sacrificing himself and throwing his whole heart and soul into the Port Charles Police Department? He gets suspended. And for all of his loyalty, he gets rewarded by being completely thrown off the whole force. And neither one of you helped him. I would never work for you. Never.
Felicia, I'm sorry you feel that way. Guy, I don't think there's anything we can say right now that'll do any good. Come on.
Heard what you said in there. I love you.
I want to thank you, sir, for supporting me in front of the others.
Well, you're a good man, Duke.
You'll never know how much you're doing for me, sir.
I think I know how you feel about Miss Devane.
Oh, she's all I ever wanted in a woman. And you're allowing me to marry her and to go to her with clean hands.
You're a decent lad. Don't ever change. Well, there's my car. Now, if you have any problems, come to me.
Well, thank you, sir. I will.
scared. We knew Duke was involved in setting us up.
Well, just smile and act like we don't know anything, all right? Come on.
Hello, Frisco. Felicia.
Hello.
How did your hearing go?
I was cleared, thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what we would have done without you.
Well, I'm just sorry it took me so long to find out what Marco did. Congratulations, Felicia.
Thank you.
So, I'm here for, a little rehearsing. That is, if I still have the job.
Absolutely, yes, you have. In fact, I've already announced in the newspapers that you're going to be singing here, so come on, inside.
She's not bad. My interest in Purity Water might not be as boring as I thought.
Doesn't have to be boring at all. She's a major stockholder.
She's the most beautiful corporate figure I have ever had the pleasure to deal with.
I'm gonna stray alone.
Hey.
More than I'd show. More than you'd ever.
Well, she's terrific, isn't she, Duke?
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, she only has another hour before Frisco has to rehearse. I'm sorry.
Another hour? It's not that late. Oh, no, I forgot all about Jenny.
For the money, 2 for the show. 3 to get ready, now go, cat, so don't you step on my blue suede shoe.
No, don't ever do that. You can do
anything, lay off my blue suede shoe.
You can do anything,
but lay off my blue suede shoe.
I've been so lonely I could die.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Frisco, that was terrific. Have you ever thought of asking Felicia to join you?
Oh, no. He's the singer in the family.
Well, I don't know. You're making me sound pretty good here.
No, I think you should sing along.
No, I agree with Frisco. You're welcome here anytime. You know.
Thank you, Duke. Yeah, that'll be good.
Aren't you afraid of pushing it a little? Offering Felicia a job, too?
I'm not afraid of anything anymore, Angel. You remember I've got Angus Mackay on my side now.
Duke, I still don't think you should get your hopes up.
Don't worry, man. When Angus Mackay makes a promise, he delivers. He's the real power in the organization. He's more powerful than Mr. B.
Mr. Mackay? Oh, look, I don't have much time. What do you have to report about Frisco Jones? Is he going to give us any trouble, do you think?
No, sir. I can almost guarantee it.
Almost.
All I can say is he's very bitter. Very down on the police department after what happened to his wife.
So you think he might come over to our side one day, do you?
Yes, sir, I think so. I'd say Frisco Jones is through playing detective.
At about 9 o'clock, tonight ought to be good. We'll do about 10 songs, okay? Okay, Marcel. See you. Bass. Bye. Okay, Mike, take it easy. See you tonight. Come on, I'll walk you out too, okay?
Why can't you come home with me? What'd you have to do?
I just want to look over a few charts. All right.
Okay, I'll wait.
Oh, no. I think you ought to go home and wait, all right? I want to, listen in on our friends here.
Oh. Okay, I'll wait at home.
Okay.
Be careful, okay?
I will. Come on, I'll walk you out. Let's go.
So, we still on for phase 4 of Tumble Drive?
Yes, we move on as planned.
What about Duke? Can he be trusted?
We don't have much of a choice, do we? Not if we're going to maintain our schedule.
That's right. Our orders are to accomplish the takeover of Port Charles by December 1st.
Guess I need to speak to Robert Scorpio. Tell him it's urgent.
I thought I heard you whistling. You must be having one hell of a day.
Yeah, it's about to become the best ever. Anna and I are going to pick out a new engagement ring today.
You're pretty sure, aren't you?
Well, the ring Angus sent me is all the faith I need.
What does that prove?
Well, it's his promise to me that the organization I will part company in 6 very short weeks.
That may not happen, Duke, if Damon gets his way.
Why, what did you hear?
Nothing concrete, but he's up to something. My guess is he's plotting another move against you.
Oh, let Damon do his worst. I've got Angus on my side. Now, with a fellow Scotsman protecting me and one who is so high up in the organization, well, I have nothing to lose.
There's nothing for sure in our outfit, Duke.
Oh, you relax, Angel. Do you think I'd be so sure of my future and go out and buy a ring if I was worried?
Make yourself at home, why don't you? I see you don't need an invitation.
Someone has to do your job for you.
My job isn't chasing after perfectly respectable citizens.
You're trying to refer to as what I'm doing as a vendetta, you're wrong. If, on the other hand, you're talking about your boyfriend, well, that line's getting a little tired.
Why don't you just fabricate some evidence and get it all done with? It's the only way you're going to ever get anything on him, you know.
Look, I didn't put the noose around Lavery's neck. I didn't even have to bring along the rope.
But you're enjoying tightening it.
I've got something here.
What?
Something you should have discovered weeks ago.
Like how to get you out of my hair, maybe?
No, another wrinkle in Lavery's story. And if you'd been doing his job the way you're supposed to have been, you'd have discovered about his suspicious past, too. Now, it may just come back to haunt the both of you.
Right, so what have you got on Lavery, then?
Clue to the missing moment in his life.
Is that it?
Isn't that enough?
I already know about the missing month. We've discussed it. I told you that.
You've discussed it? Let me guess what happened. You mentioned it in passing. He gave you a peck on the cheek. He said, oh, don't you worry.
Don't patronize
Then
me.
don't tell me how much you've investigated Lavery's background. Either you're a rotten detective or blinded by love. I'm not sure which. All I know is you'd never mess up this bad in the past. Not even when you were...
Not even what? Not even when we were in love? Well, maybe this involvement is slightly more powerful. I'm sorry.
You want to see what I've got?
Lorleen, what is that?
I don't know. It's something to do with the missing month. As you can see, there are 23 spots called Lorleen, some in the United States, some in France, some Canada. So I want to find out what happened there and why Lavery won't talk about it.
Robert, it's one thing to follow up on legitimate suspicions, but it's a total another thing to fabricate a case against someone.
You know me better than that.
I also know Duke. And I care too much about him to let you carry on with this rubbish.
Look, Rubbish? Rubbish, is it? And why did you break off the engagement?
That's a mistake, and I'm going to rectify it.
Are you suggesting?
I'm going to get engaged to him again, yes, today. And you don't have any say in my future.
Look, I'm just trying to make you see a little bit of light, a little bit of reason.
Oh, I am so sick and tired of your accusations. I intend to get engaged to Duke today. And if you can't live with that, then I suggest you take your problems elsewhere, as far as you can get from my office and my computer.
Now, we're reduced to producing credentials around one another.
Oh, I know all about your credentials.
Good, then you know I'm ex-WSB and I have access to police files both here and in other countries. Are we denying me my right?
All right, use the computer as much as you want to. But it's not going to tell you anything I don't already know, and that is that Duke Lavery is innocent.
Well, simple. Angus wants 6 weeks of peace.
In exchange for what?
My freedom.
Well, that's a fair trade.
Well, he's given me his word that if I cooperate with Damon, then there won't be any more trouble. Come in.
Good. You're both here. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak.
Well, I would love to stay and have a chat, Damon, but I have another appointment, which is a very important one.
Oh, well, I'll just take a moment of your time, Duke. I have a message for you from our mutual employers. Now that Tuffy is gone, it seems the union, the dockworkers union, needs a new treasurer.
And you've been appointed to the job, Damon. Well, congratulations. Finally, the organization has found the right man for the job.
Well, I agree with you, and that man is Angel.
Well, I'm sorry, but Angel respectfully declines.
Well, I'm sorry, but he has no choice.
Well, the treasurer is liable for the phony bookkeeping if it comes to light.
Then we'll simply have to make sure that nobody ever discovers the juggle bookkeeping, won't we?
And if somebody does, then Angel takes the fall, is that it?
Precisely. You can, consider this one more safeguard to keep you in line, Duke. If you so much as threaten to blow the lid off this organization, Angel will be the first to go.
Well, Angel's not your problem. I am. You want to fight, then you come after me.
What do you think we're doing?
Angel is not going down for anyone else's mistakes. Do you understand that?
Would you rather Anna and Robin pay?
Okay, man, that is it. Listen, I'm tired of being threatened by you. You want to come after me, then you come after me now.
Wait a minute. I accept. I accept.
What do you mean you accept?
Look, the way things are, I don't want to turn down the job. You know what I mean? I'm due to take the heat.
No, Angel, you're not going to do this.
You know, you're a smart man, Angel. Or a very generous one. Either way, you just saved your friend from making a big mistake. Now, the first part of your job is going to be to really find out what's going on down around the docks. I want you to find out about all the wheeling and dealing that goes on down there and get very close to it.
Have you lost your mind? Why the hell did you agree to take the union treasurer's job?
Somebody's got to do it.
Oh, damn it, Angel, I am being serious. Do you realize you're being set up?
Damon didn't try to hide the fact.
No, and you just walked straight into his trap.
Duke, it was the only way I could think of to keep the lid on you.
What do you keep the lid on me?
Listen, you blew your top at Damon, man. You were going to tear his head off. I was afraid you were going to blow the truce. I didn't want you to wreck that, Duke.
So you put yourself on the line.
Come on, you would have done that for me, too.
Yeah. You're right. Well, thank you for setting me straight. Thank you also for protecting me from myself.
Look, it's like you said. My head's on a chopping block, too.
You have to keep an eye on Damon, you know. If he tries to pull anything over on you, I'm going to contact Angus.
My guess is Damon's got a plan to involve the union.
Well, there has to be another scheme to bring money into Port Charles and launder it through the clubs.
How the hell are we going to know where it's coming from?
Well, since the Fisherman's Village is only 6 weeks from completion, you have to figure that the laundering is going to move into high gear.
And the heat's going to get a hell of a lot worse, Duke.
Yeah. Well, we've got Angus to protect us from Damon. Let's hope we can keep Scorpio off our backs.
Chief Devane's office. Frisco. Yeah, look, I'm sorry I missed your call, mate. What's up? You overheard Damon say what? A takeover of Port Charles in 6 weeks? A takeover of what? And by whom? Okay, well, don't worry about it. Figure it out. Yeah, be in touch and thanks for the information. 6 weeks. December the 1st. Oh, hello, sweetheart. How'd you get here?
Grandma brought me.
Oh, where is she?
She left. I told her I was big enough to walk upstairs by myself.
Mm.
Ready to spend the afternoon with me?
Yeah, and we're going to play a rather special game.
Oh, good. I love games. What is it called?
Well, it doesn't really have a name. It's more like an adventure.
Oh, wow. Is it dangerous?
No, this adventure's all about fun.
Well, I'll think I'll like it anyway.
All right, but listen, this is a secret between you and I. Nobody must know we're playing.
I promise. How do we play? Oh, boy! I get to play detective with Daddy.
You get to play detective with Daddy, yeah.
And I guess that was enough for Terry. I really think of that young lady as my daughter. not forget our secret game, eh?
I know what to do, Daddy. I'll pinch you at just the right time.
Right.
Okay?
Well, Mayor Morgan, this is good to see you again.
Robert Scorpio. What are you doing here?
I just can't tear myself away from my favorite city.
Pity.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your friends?
Robert Scorpio, Ted Holmes, Philip Wilder.
How do you do? Pleasure, Mr. Scorpio. I've heard a lot about you.
Not from our good mayor, I'll bet.
You are an honorary member of that Brownstone family.
Ah, yes, they're rather special people. Robin and I regard them as some of our closest friends. Tell me, Mr. Wilder, what brings you to Port Charles?
Well, he's one of the investment counselors that's behind the redevelopment down here at the waterfront.
Tell me, how long is it going to take to complete this fisherman's village of yours?
We'll be fully operational in 6 weeks.
6 weeks. That's about December the 1st.
Does that strike you as slow or fast?
Just right.
Well, thanks to Duke Lavery. It makes you wonder what Port Charles did before he got here.
Went to seed, I expect.
Say what you will, Scorpio, but Duke Lavery has done more for this town than anybody I know, and we should be damn glad that he's here.
I know I am. Well, gentlemen, my daughter and I must be moving along. We're in the midst of a high adventure, aren't we?
Yeah.
I expect we'll be crossing paths again. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. See you around.
No pinch?
I didn't make any.
No luck?
Sorry, Daddy. No luck.
It's not your fault. We'll just have to keep on looking. Sooner or later, we're going to pin the tail on the donkey. When we do, first prize is mine.
Thank you. Can I get you anything else?
My goodness, we are getting the royal treatment, aren't we?
Since you told me money was no object, you automatically qualify.
Oh, I don't mind paying the price. I know a little something about precious gems, and I don't object to paying for the quality.
You're a lucky lady.
I know.
You know, what we're looking for is something that's a symbol of purity and honesty. You know, something simple and understated. Why don't you choose?
Well, as you know, I do know a little something about precious jewels, but this really, I've never seen a layout like this.
Take your time. An engagement ring, like the union it symbolizes, is precious.
You know what I want? I just want the classic diamond ring.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just something really simple.
How about that one?
Oh, it's too big. It's too big. Much too big.
Well, I want the world to know that we're engaged. Look.
Oh, the stone is rather large. Its overall effect is simple elegance.
Simple, but elegant.
All right. Yes, we'll take that one.
Okay, please.
May I?
Please.
I know there are more romantic places to propose. I cannot wait to get this ring on your finger. Anna, will you marry me?
Oh, it's beautiful. I've never seen a more perfect stone.
Mrs. Duke Lavery. I think that sounds great.
Sounds gorgeous.
Maybe you and I can go to Scotland together sometime.
You go to Scotland often, don't you?
As often as I can. Yeah, I love my country. I can't wait to share it with you and Robin.
That's where you were meant to be during your so-called missing month.
Mm-hmm.
That was before you came here, wasn't it, to Port Charles?
Yeah, you're right again, but why are you being so curious?
Did you have a passport for that trip?
Well, of course I had a passport for the trip. How else would I get into the country and then get back out of it?
It's true.
You know, I think all of this is going to your head?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just love you so much, and I just... What do you expect?
I expect much more of the same. And I expect it forever. But before all that, I better go, darling.
Hurry back.
Tom, I want you to know that the Social Service Department is well aware of the problems of the union pensioners. The problem is finding out who's responsible for them, the city or the union itself.
Well, I'll say one thing for Duke Lavery. He's whipped that union into shape. He's taking much better care of the dock workers now.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know exactly what he did. But whatever it was, he got results.
Well, you know,
and he has made a believer out of me.
Well, Duke's becoming quite a popular guy. You're not the only one that thinks that. Dad, Edward, what are you two doing down here?
Why, just admiring all the new construction.
Yeah, well, that's Duke Lavery's work. Boy, he's turned this town around.
Well, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Robert.
Well, hello there.
You know my daughter, Robin? Well, how are you feeling, Dan?
Oh, much better, thanks. Haven't got all my strength back yet, but it's coming along.
When do you expect to resume your duties as building commissioner?
Not for a while yet. But I'm not worried. Everything's in good hands. David seems to be doing a fine job. Everything's in excellent hands.
I'm sure you wouldn't have left it any other way. Which reminds me, you know, one of the few things I don't miss about Port Charles are the interminable council meetings.
Well, they haven't gotten any shorter since you left. I actually think there's a guy there that's the commissioner of boring speeches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you, Tom? You must have a few talkers in that union of yours.
Oh, yeah, we've had a few guys who enjoy listening to themselves. That's another reason I like Duke Lavery, because he gets right to the point. He's not full of hot air like a lot of politicians.
Well, that reminds me, I think my daughter has had enough of listening to grown-ups talk. We're off in search of adventure. I'm taking her to the zoo. Well, see you guys around.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
Edward, Dan,
Well,
see you later.
see you, Lance.
We'll continue this game later on. Maybe we'll solve our mystery at the zoo.
What the hell's that man up to now?
Who, Robert?
Yeah. Didn't you notice how strangely he and that child were behaving? I mean, he was interrogating us almost like he was doing it for her benefit.
I've known Robert Scorpio long enough to know that he doesn't do anything without a reason. There's always a method to Scorpio's madness.
We are becoming regulars here.
It's a nice place to come and do some thinking, don't you think?
Yes. Funny how we used to come here separately before we knew each other.
It was just one other thing that we had in common.
I must say I prefer it now.
Well, what is it they say? It takes two to zoo.
Nobody says that. No. That's awful poetry. You have to be in love.
Am I embarrassing you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, horribly.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is that a man and woman are supposed to share their lives with someone. And the secret is to find the perfect partner. And I consider myself to be the luckiest man in this world as I ever knew.
Hello, Robin. What are you doing here?
Well, we're on a top secret mission. Very confidential, so don't even ask.
Oh, well, please, don't let us keep you.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes. Duke and I are engaged.
Again.
Congratulations. You remembered that promise. Remember that promise you made at my birthday?
I certainly did remember it.
I knew you and Mommy would get married. I just knew it. Didn't I told you?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to be the flower girl at the wedding?
Well, you can be our maid of honor.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're pretty excited ourselves.
Where are you going on your honeymoon?
Oh, well, we haven't discussed that
We
yet.
haven't talked about that, but we might go to Scotland or, you know, the country where your little bagpipes came from.
You know, I've heard that's a wonderful place for a honeymoon. Scotland, yeah. You get back there very often, do you?
Well, this will be the first time I go back with a wife.
Yeah, well, I guess it'll have a whole new meaning for you. Look, darling, why don't you buy a balloon off the man there. There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm kind of curious about your plans. Scotland. Tell me about it. I mean, I might go there for a visit one day.
Why don't I just put you in touch with my travel agent and then, he'll fix you up.
Duke! I didn't know you were a fan of the zoo.
I must say I'm surprised to see you here myself.
Chief Devane, Mr. Scorpio.
Mr. Grenville.
Am I correct in assuming congratulations are in order?
Yes, as of this afternoon.
Oh, I'm very happy for you both. I wish you all the best. Have you set a date?
No, actually, we haven't discussed it. Why?
I'm just curious.
Well, I can practically guarantee that they're not going to get married for at least 6 weeks.
Why do you say that?
Well, I know the Duke won't want to be honeymooning in Scotland when all the festivities for Fisherman's Village start. It's going to be the luau of the year, I hear. Oh, lovely.
That's very nice, Robin.
Are you and Uncle Duke gonna have balloons at your wedding?
Maybe, maybe not. Tell me, what exactly are you two up to today?
Just playing.
Yes, we're, how can you say, on our own secret little game. You enjoy games, Mr. Grenville?
Well, if the stakes are high enough.
And if they're not?
I simply raise them. I'm a poker player, Mr. Scorpio. My game is winner take all.
I see. Pinched nerve has been bothering me.
You ought to get that seen to.
Yes, those can be quite nasty if you don't get them taken care of right away.
Yes.
Shall we be on our way?
Okay. I'll see you at home tonight. You stay with your father.
Bye, Robin.
Bye.
I'll walk with you, too.
Okay.
I trust I'll be seeing you again.
You can count on it. Are you sure?
Yes, Daddy. That's the man I heard in the park. I'll never forget his voice. He's the one who said that I may have to kill Anna Devane.
Don't have to worry about it anymore. I promise. Daddy will take care of that man.